Fam over.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thigh, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there. Hope everybody feeling real good on this good Tuesday. Good energy. Feel me? We got some good content today, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. Salute to everybody in the building already. Sindel, DJ. What's up with you, DJ? My homegirl, DJ, Dennis, Buddha. What up? Buddha in the building. I know y'all been hearing about the talks about the fires now. You see how they trying to sprinkle and throw that martial law talks into the chatter now with all the wildfires and everything, sprinkling it into the news and everything. It's crazy out there. Jerome, what up? Shoes, what up? Shit crazy, y'all. And they extended the TikTok ban. So TikTok is not being banned in a few days. They gave it to like the end of the year. So, so it's more time. You know what I'm saying? Stacy, Divine, what's up, Laura? Shoes, what up? Divine, Laura said we've been under martial law covertly. Now it would just be public. Seems about right. Angela the Dow, the boss lady, is in the building. Hey, Angela. Hope you and your fam having a great Tuesday as well. Tila. Hey, Tila. Good seeing you. Let's get into the content, though, y'all. It's good seeing all y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get it.
This is exactly why they're trying to ban TikTok, because it's on this app that you find out what the news isn't covering. If you haven't watched my 2 other videos about California rejecting the fire trucks from Oregon, go watch them. But late last night, I received a message from a fireman's wife who wanted to remain anonymous because she did not want hers or her husband's name put out there because of all the shady stuff that's happening in LA. Please don't use my name, but my spouse is currently in LA in an air squadron. They just today got clearance to fly to help put the fires out, but they were all grounded after 30 minutes for no known reason. They have an LA County fire contract, so there should be no reason to ground them as they are based in LA. They aren't wanting these fires to be put out. There's so much going on there, but I'm not even sure. You'll read this, and you could read my response if you want. I asked her if I could use this information but blur it out. She said, that's fine. I just don't want him to be connected with this. They are finding out so much that isn't being shared with the media. They were all shocked to be grounded so quickly today. No winds or anything out of the ordinary that would or should have grounded them. Also in the evenings, they are cutting power to the areas that aren't burning yet. Yet, government buildings and sports arenas are lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I saw you at the parade, you fucking coward mayor. Fucking, this is your fault! Crime-loving Democrats are burning this city down! That fucking asshole you think you are not. The city's burning! People are being butchered!
I'm sorry, Colette, could you repeat the question?
Alright guys, where do we see a fire? Because I do not see one. It is currently, look at my phone, January 10 at 1:10.
You know how they said we were going to split into 2 different worlds? I'm definitely feeling like that's what's going on here. Because as I was scrolling today, I saw a lot of videos like that one. It wasn't just a Hollywood sign. I saw some people saying like, my house was on fire. This is what it looks like in this area. You keep scrolling and then you see other people saying, this is my house. This is my neighborhood. Everything is fine. There's no fires. I'm talking about same street, y'all. So what the hell is going on? The split between worlds and timelines isn't just some metaphysical abstract theory. It's literally something we're seeing play out in real time. People living in the same place experiencing completely different reality. Like two frequencies trying to occupy the same space. They're not aligned. But I'm gonna break it down for y'all. The idea of jumping timelines is about vibrational alignment. You got one group of people tuned in to fear, chaos, and destruction, aka the fires, the hurricanes, shit like that. Let me say this. This is not to take away from the people who are experiencing this. I'm just trying to show the parallel between the two different worlds that we're seeing right now. The other group is tuned into a frequency of clarity, peace, and abundance. It's like two radio stations playing in the same room. It's like you can only hear the one you're tuned into even though they both there. Now let's say you in LA. You got group A that's scrolling their feed. They're seeing all the destruction, the fires, the chaos. People evacuating, the news headlines saying California is burned. The group B, same city, maybe even the same street. They out walking their dogs, posting videos, clear skies, all that. Both groups exist in the same 3D location. They're experiencing completely different versions of the same space. Why? Their consciousness is tapped into different timelines. When it comes to the Hollywood sign being on fire, I know a lot of people were saying that was AI generated, which it probably was. Even with that, that should make you wonder, like, we can't trust nothing that we see. And I do mean nothing. This is why I always tell y'all, question everything. What you believe is what you will see. You constantly consuming fear-based content or feeding into these narratives, that's the timeline that you're going to be on. Gravitate towards a timeline that's your reality. I was talking to V tonight, and she's in California as well, and she said that her son went down to his job, which is in LA, and there was nothing going on. It was business as usual. Now, I'm not just going off of what I see online. I'm talking about somebody that I know personally that lives in the city, confirmed exactly what I'm talking about. Remember how I told you your emotions are your GPS? Fear and panic anchor you to a lower vibrational timeline. Gratitude, love, and trust lift you into a higher vibrational state. You definitely have to use your discernment when it comes to that trust. This is the level where you attract peace and clarity. But a lot of people plugged into the idea that reality is fixed. Some are waking up to the idea that their reality is malleable. Both are valid experiences, but they result in radically different timelines. Jumping timelines is about shifting your perceptions of reality. It's subtle, but the results are profound. You might wake up and see that things that felt heavy and chaotic in your life are suddenly not there anymore. It's like you woke up a whole new person. Have you ever felt like that? Make sure you get in the comments and let me know. Or you might notice people around you behaving differently. Are they more loving, more caring, more kind? You just stop noticing negativity altogether. That's because you no longer vibrate at that frequency. Every day when you get up, say, I choose a timeline of peace, abundance, and clarity. I know words are spells, so we're going to use them to our advantage. Next, you want to detach from that fear. Limit your exposure to fear-based narrative. If you want a better reality, you have to feel it first. You can't wait for the world to change before you feel good. Change yourself. Everything else will follow. Not just LA or the fires. This shit is happening everywhere. Look at the world right now. Are people thriving in joy and love while others are stuck in despair? Split is real. Two worlds, same space, different vibe. Question at this point is, what timeline are you choosing to align with? Let's talk about it. Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Still sending peace, love, and encouragement to anybody that has experienced the fires in LA. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
I guess I'm on the fucked up timeline because when I scroll down and get to looking, I'm seeing the fires and everything. I'm not seeing the people acting like it's all sunshine and sweet and all good over there. You feel me? I must then jump timelines or something. I must then switch over to the dimensions or something because I want to be at peace too. I want to see the rainbows and the people like, look at the sky, it's nice. I don't want to see the fires. But shit, it's all in my face. I'm seeing both of these motherfuckers, I guess. What's up, Sarah Nudie? Christy, what's up with you? The Void in the building, my dog. Shark fillet. Nine Ether, what up, fam? What's up, Jennifer? Don Joe. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. It's good seeing all y'all. But hey, I hope I'm on the right timeline, man. I want to be on that peaceful timeline too. I ain't finna sit here in front. I want to be peaceful and joyful, happy. I want to be in that dimension for sure.
They all have to stay in one line.
Nah, cause how the fuck did the Simpsons predict this too?
No, this is crazy. First off, I'd like to thank the good people at Tianjin Smelting and Mining and Donuts and Tops for neutralizing our wonderful deadly new lard lad. The time for mourning and blaming our mayors has passed. We will rebuild. We will rebuild. We will rebuild. We will rebuild. We will rebuild.
6 months later.
Man, The Simpsons is amazing. I don't know what they be doing. I guess Dog Cronin, I guess he really is a time traveler, or I don't know.
But that's not the only people who predicted this situation. Joe Rogan, of all people, predicted this same thing.
I talked to a fireman once. This is one of the reasons it freaked me out. So I was talking to this guy, and he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire's going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a fucking thing we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it.
Now you might be wondering how people like Joe are able to predict these things, get these answers, have such mental clarity, but you don't. Well, I did some digging, and I got the answers.
I'll
Here's
tell
the
people
secret.
about some stuff that I have no affiliation with. Neurogum is one of them. We always keep Neurogum in the studio.
Neurogum will really work?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's got theanine in it and caffeine and a couple other things, and what it does is it enhances your memory.
Now seriously, listen, when I tried this for the first time, it felt like I unlocked something. I'm like, how doesn't everybody know about this already? And if you know about
There you
So
go.
they can quickly
There you
purchase
go.
things like water. One-time payment of $700.
the TikTok shop below before it sells out.
People impacted by these fires are going to receive one-time payment of $770. One-time payment. So they can quickly purchase things like water.
Hold the man, hold on, man. Hold on. Let me see something, man. What did Sleepy Joe just say, y'all? Did he say he finna get everybody $700 for the fires?
The TikTok shop below before it sells out.
People impacted by these fires are going to receive one-time payment of $770. One-time payment. So they can quickly purchase things like water.
Man, what the fuck is wrong with Joe? What's wrong with Sleepy Joe, y'all? $700 one-time payment. Somebody should just walked up to the stage right there at the podium and just spit all in Joe's face, man. What the fuck? 700? That's an insult. These people that lost their whole cribs, all type of stuff and everything. You giving them 700, talking about they can go buy waters and all this shit. Man, why is he still? What the fuck is he still doing calling shots anyway, man? Ain't he only like a few days left? Shouldn't he be, man, should you be vacationing somewhere and sleep? What the fuck is wrong with Joe? But I was finna call him Joe, but Sleepy Joe, y'all. Sleepy Joe.
The TikTok shop below before it sells out.
People impacted by these fires are going to receive one-time payment of $770. One-time payment. So they can quickly purchase things like water.
This should let y'all know they don't give a fuck about us, y'all. I mean, god damn. Shit burned down. You talking about $700. You're sending billions and trillions of dollars over to a whole nother country, helping them out, doing all type of shit. But we won't even help our own people, y'all. This shit crazy out here. It's crazy. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. Tayon, what up, fam? Cindy, Jerry, Druber, what up? Baby Cakes. What's up, y'all? $700, dog.
Baby formula and prescriptions. So far, nearly 6,000 survivors have registered to do just that.
Please, for the love of God, tell me that I'm wrong.
And then you might not even get it. It might be all types of loopholes, and you might not even get the $700. You might sign up for it and might not even get it. Y'all know how the game be. Appreciate that, Sindhu. Sindhu just gifted 5 memberships, y'all. Salute to Sindhu. Salute to Sender. Let me see who was the new members. Sean Stockstill, appreciate it. Congratulations. B. Harvey, Charles Cox, Michelle Shepard, and Remy. 612. Salute to Sender. She blessed y'all. I appreciate it so much, man. What up, Mike? Let's keep it going, y'all. Purple Vibes, what's up?
Do you know that in 2028, the Olympics is going to be held in Los Angeles County? But not just Los Angeles County, but it includes all of the northern regions of Los Angeles County. Places which include the Pacific Palisades, the San Fernando Valley, and Altadena. With just so happens to be the place that is burning right now. And then I keep hearing about 2028 Smart LA, which is Governor Newsom's plan to prepare Los Angeles County and all the surrounding areas for the influx of millions upon millions of people that will be coming for the 2028 Olympics. And Newsom has emphasized for a comprehensive recovery plan, which he's calling the Marshall Plan, for, get ready for this, LA 2.0.
And he calling it the Marshall Plan. That's kind of like too close to martial law. It's like all time trying to tie into each other. And now the news been saying little martial law stuff in here and everything. The Marshall Plan, like what they mean by the Marshall Plan? They finna just force it on them. Like, yeah, we finna rebuild regardless. We have to rebuild and turn this shit into a smart city. Let's keep this shit going. Marquita, what up with you? B. Harvey.
The entire reconstruction, which would cover over 40,000 acres. I mean, this is just for informational purposes only, but it's coincidence until it's not.
Hate to be your local conspiracy theorist, but are you starting to think that this weather is kind of coincidental? We're about to get hit with the record snow hitting a certain area where there's people outside.
The eastern seaboard's about to have more snow in 1 week than it's had in the past 3 years combined. A cold front from all the way in Russia is currently making its way to the U.S., and this will bring the heaviest snowfall the Southeast has ever seen, including North and South Carolina.
Again, I hate to be a local conspiracy theorist, but the U.S. is getting hit with record snow. You heard the states. You know what I want to say, right? Tell me what I want to say. Go ahead, write in the comments what I'm going to say so other people can understand the point of this video. Please. Peace to the gods.
A large working city operating deep underground as we go about our lives on the surface above. It's real, and it's right here in the United States.
Subtropolis. Decades ago,
Man, I seen some videos on this. I didn't know nothing about this, y'all, until yesterday when y'all was telling me about the underground city. Out of all these streams we've been doing and talking about, like, Tartaria and all that shit and underground cities and everything, I don't think one time that one of y'all ever said it's an underground city in Los Angeles. But I might be wrong. We might have seen something. It might just slip my mind or something, but this shit is crazy to me right here. And it's supposed to be like a real thing, but let's check it out. Salute to everybody. Godzilla, what up?
Limestone was mined here for concrete and asphalt. What's left is space. A lot of space.
Okay, so what's down here right now? We have 6 million square feet of buildings leased to 55 companies. There's 1,700 employees that run around here and go to work every day.
It's a massive industrial park. All underground.
Do you ever worry like the world could come to an end upstairs and you guys would just be down here safe, toiling away, right? I feel like Fort Knox there.
Security is a big selling point. Subtropolis is basically disaster proof. Another selling point, Subtropolis is always 65 degrees. Always. What better place then to put a room full of computer servers?
That's always 65 degrees. Damn.
There's a lot of cool stuff in Subtropolis, especially in a company called Underground Vaults and Storage.
What are you going to show us? We're going to show you Hollywood right behind these doors.
Inside, aisle upon aisle of TV and movie treasures sent here by the studios for safekeeping. From the National Archives to food distributor Harris Brothers, the occupants of Subtropolis praise the predictability of doing business in a place where the sun never shines nor sets.
Wow, wow, wow. And that's just the beginning of it. Just imagine. Man. Salute to everybody in the building. It's good seeing all y'all. This shit is crazy.
Found in certain areas that were burnt in the LA fires. Could this be why the military and the FBI was deployed and was stopping people from going down certain areas? You cannot make this up. They tell us right in our faces, bruh. Y'all, look at this video. This is what they found underground.
With the hazmat, we have found a underground lithium battery storage plant for bicycle batteries that has posed a huge hazard in that area. We are working with the hazmat teams to keep that contained. So a lot of that is just very dangerous. As you just heard, the air quality in some of that area is still very, very high.
With that being said, look at this video of these people not being able to go to their homes.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Now we're getting steak at fucking wrong.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down below in the comments. This shit crazy, fool.
In researching the Hamas terror network, after the tragic events of October 7th, me and my husband were stunned at the intricacy of the tunnel system. We believe that we can accomplish something like that in Beverly Hills, a fully functioning subterranean city for low-income residents that has all the things that they need. Check cashing places.
Low-income residences. Damn, y'all gonna put the low-income residences up all up under the ground? I don't know, man. That don't seem like, I don't think that's right.
Places where they fry food.
What's up, Monica?
Tattoos that you can go get with your children. All in a tunnel network, an intricate tunnel network dug underneath Beverly Hills. It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
They've been keeping this from you. This is the underground city that was found beneath Los Angeles by a man named Warren Shufelt. It was discovered using a device he invented to detect underground tunnels and caverns. Shufelt mapped out a network of passageways stretching for miles beneath the city. And here is where it gets crazy. His maps indicated a central chamber filled with gold and advanced artifacts. Shufelt said that upon analysis of the artifacts and the scriptures found within the passageways, they all pointed to a lost continent named Lemuria. Despite his groundbreaking findings, city officials abruptly shut down his excavation. They officially claimed that the tunnels were old subway lines, but this is where they messed up. The Los Angeles subway system didn't begin operation until 1990, over 70 years after Schufelt's discovery. So what subway lines were they referring to? Some speculate that they were referring to an ancient civilization that had access to a subway-like system. Some have even gone further to say that the city officials had knowledge from the future. They knew that Los Angeles would eventually have a running subway system in the years to come, therefore it would be the perfect cover-up, perfectly concealing its true origins.
Alien.
Dude, this does look all aliens.
The northeast side, carved out of limestone that dates back centuries, you'll find Subtropolis, the world's largest underground business complex.
Okay, so let's talk about it. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Subtropolis as if these are the underground tunnels in LA. Let me assure you, they will never show us that. But that does give us an idea of what it could be like. And if you don't believe in the underground tunnels in LA, just listen to this story. In the 70s and 80s, there was a house bought by Mitzi Shore on Sunset Boulevard. And yes, Shore is in the mother of Pauly Shore. She's the owner of the very popular comedy club, The Comedy Store. Like every comedian you know has played there. The house was called Crest Hill, eventually became kind of a hub or like what we would probably think of as like a content house now. A ton of comedians would come to stay, like they would have their own room and live there for a while. Alan Steffen, who was there during that time, he used to be the showrunner for Roseanne, even called Crest Hill the frat house. And Mitzi saw herself as like the den mother. And a lot of people report that if you go to that house, there's an underground tunnel that leads you from that house to the Comedy Store. Even Tana Mojo talked about it on the Canceled podcast because I'm pretty sure she looked at that home to buy. But there's a lot of bad juju around it if you look it up. A lot of unalivings. Lots of shady stuff happening with comedians in the 70s and 80s, and still probably now. That's just one semi-confirmed underground tunnel. I am so sure there are so many more. What do you guys think?
Man, that's crazy. It's probably underground cities all over. Even old ones that we don't even, they don't even know about from back in the day. This shit crazy. So much unknown, so much we don't know. For real. ATX, what up with you? Samara, Red Cap, what up? Son of God. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep it going. Hope everybody feeling good on this good Tuesday.
Found another one.
Breaking, video shows drone setting Los Angeles on fire. Chaos has taken over Los Angeles, and now a new video is fueling even more controversy. The footage shows a drone flying over the edge of a forested area, releasing a flammable liquid directly onto the vegetation, igniting an uncontrollable inferno. The video, recorded by a witness from a distance, reveals how the device appears to act deliberately, targeting strategic areas to maximize the fire's spread. What started as an isolated blaze quickly consumed hectares of forest, forcing entire neighborhoods to evacuate and leaving thousands in panic. While some have suggested the video might be fake, witnesses at the scene confirmed seeing the drone in action. It moved fast, almost like it knew exactly where to cause the most damage, shared a resident who narrowly escaped. Is this video evidence of a carefully orchestrated plan? Who is behind this attack on Los Angeles? Uncertainty continues to grow as residents struggle to rebuild their lives amid this nightmare.
Allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's crazy. That's a possibility, you know. Could be. Could they be using some drones to intensify or keep the fires going or start them, anything? It's possible. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely wouldn't rule it out. All the crazy shit be going on. Can't rule it out. We can't. Even though I feel like all this shit was started with one of those big old dues that they got. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Allegedly, that's just my opinion. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I'm unhinged right now. Like, what the fuck? I'm about to show you the clip. Jesse Waters on Fox News floats the idea that martial law needs to be declared. This is alarm bells. This is like alarm bell level, okay? I'm not here to argue conspiracies. I do not want to take away from the tragedy. But they are saying it out loud now and floating the idea of martial law being.
Who the fuck will be okay with martial law? Like, who would like, yeah, I hope we go into martial law. Like, who would okay that? What type of people would be okay with going to martial law? It gotta be the elites or somebody that ain't gonna have to worry about the martial law. Like, who would want to do that?
Enacted. And if you don't know what happens when martial law goes into effect, the military has unlimited authority to make and enforce laws. Civil rights suspended, and the civilian population may be subject to military law or summary military justice. Martial law is a temporary or indefinite military takeover of a region or country, replacing civilian government and suspending civilian legal processes.
And the city of LA is hosting the Olympics in 4 years. There's no way we can showcase LA to the world. A full federal takeover is needed. Invoke the Stafford Act. The state's overwhelmed. Martial law might have to be declared.
Wow. For him to even just say that on TV and everything, doing that broadcasting, like, that's a whole play within itself. He just threw that word out there. Now it's gonna be, man, it's gonna get the spreading. Like, why we even like, yeah, hey, we ain't no way we can clean it up. We're gonna need martial law. Propaganda at its finest right here. Next thing you know, it's gonna be man.
Primetime praise for the poor people of LA and hope we can put out this fire before it's too late.
I don't know why, but I got a distinct feeling that martial law is going to ensue before the 20th. Anybody else feeling that? Let me know in the comments.
Somebody on Facebook posted this, and it looks to be lasers shooting out of the sky and lighting things on fire. People think that the fires in LA are being started by this laser.
If that video is real, I don't know if that video is real or not, man.
You can let me know what you think, but I did some research and it appears to be maybe transformers blowing up or power lines exploding, causing that green energy-like mark. Also, I am terribly devastated by anyone that has been affected by these fires. I have friends that are going through it right now and it is really scary, so just stay safe. And if there is something malicious behind these fires, then I am so pissed off.
Is well ahead of what people know. Because where I was, right place, right time, I saw some of that.
You occasionally still work at Area 51, right?
We call it the test site or the test range. Area 51 is just one component of that entire huge sprawling compound. During that time, a green orb type object had flown over, and that was where the weird shit started. We moved on down another hallway, and it had a marking on the wall and said off-world technology.
That's insane.
Metallic, basketball-sized sphere. Looked like it was just levitating above the podium. It looked unnatural. I'm looking at it, and it almost looked like a mirage type of effect. And above that display screen were these hieroglyphic symbols that I started to see appear.
Damn.
This is encoded in something deeper.
Way deeper.
What y'all think? Y'all think he capping? Put that boy on a lie detector test. Put the lie detector test on him. Let's see if he's telling the truth, man. We need to know. It's crazy, y'all. Let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. It's crazy out here. They throwing the martial law talks all around. Like, Come on now, man. Let's keep it going, y'all.
All right, y'all, this is straight from Brick, New Jersey. And she zooms in, she's sitting in her car, she zooms in, and she sees this massive drone. This drone has got to be the size of, like, larger than a school bus, and it's flying. I had to cut the audio, but you can actually hear, like, very loud buzzing. So, New Jersey drones are still all over the place, and honestly, you know, we're still not hearing anything about it, but I got to keep you guys updated, because if it's going on here, it's going on other places. God, I wish you could work the camera a little bit better, but all right, she's going to zoom in here. You can see it flying low. It's just kind of coasting over, but this thing is a gigantic drone. And they said that they looked up the flight data, and there was no recorded flight data on it, so it wasn't supposed to be out there. It wasn't running a mission. What do you guys think?
Man, that's crazy.
So many sightings. What's happening?
There's a bright star next to the moon, and there's two others equally distanced, and they're in perfect alignment. One, it's not Orion's belt. Two, based off.
I be seeing that little star right there by the moon too, y'all. I be hearing all type of stories like, oh, that's the North Star. That's the, I don't know what it is.
What NASA teaches, you shouldn't be able to see that one by the moon. Definitely an anomaly. Let's get a closer look, shall we? Explain this one, NASA. What is it, another plasmoid?
Hovering right now over Lake Ray Hubbard. I swear, look at this. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Those are not stars. Those are not stars. I've seen these drones moving now for a while. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What the heck is going on?
That's crazy.
One of those is definitely a plane, because I saw it flying past. But that is not a plane. That is a drone. That's a drone. There's another drone over here.
Sometimes I don't be knowing if it's a drone or orb or what, plasmoid, what the fuck it is, man. It's something up there, like, they still haven't really told us nothing of what's going on up there. All this stuff is crazy. DMJ 1738. What's up, fam? He said, Americans, the whole world is watching you guys and waiting for all peeps to unite and check and put government terrorists in their place. Need to stand up. No games. I feel you. Definitely all the people need to come together and put these busters in their place. With all this bullshit going on, all this nonsense. We need to get it back in order. Peace around here. Fairness. Love. Good shit. We need to get that love and that good frequency back flowing around the world.
I just pan out. You can just see the amount of twinkles in the sky. That is not a plane. There was a plane that just went by, and it was very loud, and you could hear it. They're everywhere. Look at that. Look at them. Look at them.
So there's been alien contact. So supposedly this family in Montana, an UFO crashed in their backyard, and the aliens basically told them, hey, don't tell anyone for 30 days. Let us repair our ship, and we'll let you have all the videos, pictures, document everything you want. So when we go home and we can be safe, you guys will become millionaires. Well, these two were in the middle of the woods, and they're like, sure, why not? So they hung out for probably about 20 days before the ship was repaired enough to fly back home. So they're about to fly back home. So on the last night, they decided to celebrate because they actually really got along. It was a friendly relationship, communication.
I'm already kind of skeptical and doubting this story. You talking about the aliens had to wait 20 days to put their ship back together. What, they was waiting on the park to come or something? I don't know about that one. I feel like they so far ahead, they can just fix it right there and be on their way. He said they waited 20 days, like they had to order that boy from AutoZone or something. Like, yeah, let me waited a few days. We need this part to come in and shit.
And they laughed, they had a good time. So the very last night, they decided to have a final dinner. So they had wine, dinner, and everything. And finally, the husband's wife looked at one of the aliens and said, "Hey, how do you guys like mate? How do you have babies? How do you reproduce? It's just a question that I wanted to ask you, but I didn't know when the right time was. But you're leaving tomorrow, so I had to ask." So the alien husband said, "Hey, why don't we show you? It's hard to explain." So he takes the dude's wife into one bedroom, and the alien wife takes the husband into another bedroom. Well, the first little while, the wife and the alien husband are trying to have some fun, and she's like, "You know what? I know what you're trying to do, but I don't feel anything." And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he hits his head, pulls his ears, hits his head, and it grows huge. And she's like, "Wow, this is like magic." And anyways, the next day the aliens take off, and the wife looks at her husband and goes, "What was it like for you? Because for me, it was like heaven. It was crazy. It was so good." And he's like, "It wasn't for me. I got a headache." She goes, "Why?" He goes, "She kept hitting my head and pulling my ears." Sorry, bad joke.
Them folks scared the shit out you, didn't they? Me too. The government just showed us they could take this shit away from us at any point in given time. For the next 270 days, bitch, we hustling. It should be no excuses from nobody. Hell, if you fought, make a video about it. TikTok ain't going nowhere for the next 200 and some days. Lock in, bitch. Coach.
There's a strange humming sound that has been heard in all of the highlighted places on this map. The humming sound is said to be low frequency and very invasive to those who hear it. Some of the more popular locations.
Man, that remind me of that movie. Remember that movie? What movie was that? I forgot the name of it, man. When the aliens they came and they was trying to talk to the aliens. They had landed and they had the little cigar type up, like it was crazy. They was vertical though. And they was going in there trying to talk to the aliens and trying to understand their language, and that's the type of noises they was making, like just like how that was just sounding like there and shit.
That this humming sound has been heard has been in Scotland.
Look, y'all didn't hear
very
that?
invasive to those who hear it. Some of the more popular. The humming sound is said to be low frequency and very invasive.
And he's like, "It wasn't for me. I got a headache." She goes, "Why?" He goes,
270 days, bitch, we hustling. It should be no excuses from nobody. Hell, if you fought, make a video about it. TikTok ain't going nowhere for the next 200 and some days. Lock in, bitch. Coach.
There's a strange humming sound that has been heard in all of the highlighted places on this map. The humming sound is said to be low frequency and very invasive to those who hear it. Some of the more popular locations that this humming sound has been heard has been in Scotland, England, and Australia. And in the United States, it's been heard in Taos, New Mexico.
What they hearing this on? Is this on the radio or just how the fuck is they hearing this?
Researchers and scientists have said maybe the sound is just coming from mating fish in the area. Maybe it's coming from a submarine. There's a possibility that the sound is coming from wind farms. Many people are skeptical and believe the sound is coming from radio waves or the earth putting off a strange frequency. A lot of people can't hear the sound, but there is a specific group of people called hum hearers, and they're usually men in their 40s who hear the sound and they say it drives them crazy. It's invasive and causes severe migraines. What do you think the sound is being caused by?
Wait a minute. So all this time
That's crazy. I don't know, but that's weird.
they really have been lying to us about Twitch? All this time they've been lying on Twitch and we ain't have proof. But thanks to this interview by his wife Allison, we do now. And I don't like it. So check it out. We all know that Twitch met his wife on Dancing with the Stars. And Twitch went on to be executive producer of Ellen's show and known for his dancing and all that on there. But it got some dark shit in between because everybody be thinking about Ellen and Diddy's association. which make the Twitch unalive itself even more suspicious. And ever since his passing, people have been looking at Allison, his ex-wife, kind of funny, and she been moving funny. Now, she just went on a recent interview talking about Twitch had all these rug problems, Molly, mushrooms, and everything. But check this out. Oh, and we can't forget what just been discovered.
Damn, she said Twitch was on Molly and mushrooms and heroin and all this. Huh? I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really get that from him when I used to see him on TV and stuff and everything. Like,
that the family put out about that autopsy, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. So she come out there saying that, trying to push a book that she's pushing, and the family came out and said he wasn't an addict. He smoked a little Mary Jane and was actively trying to quit. But it gets worse, y'all. They even went on to say she won't even let the family see the kids. Twitch family can't see their kids. Then one of the rumors that we had about the funeral was that all type of shady shit was done and it didn't seem right. And since she went on here, Allison went on here talking this shit, she's bringing out a lot of skeletons. The family even said that this crazy woman even made the family sign NDAs just to attend the funeral, even the mama. And now you exploit and lie on their cousin? Even Courtney came out speaking against Allison, and she said she know both of them. Matter of fact, she was on Twitch's season of So You Say You Can Dance. Not only did Courtney admit the NDA thing, but she said that this was by far the most tacky, classist, opportunistic act she has ever seen. So between Allison saying he was on rugs before he passed, but didn't say anything, said that he wasn't before he passed, and all the weirdness surrounding these two, and Twitch worked with Ellen and disappeared. And the autopsy saying that no drug, substances, or anything was found in Twitch's system at his unaliving. But her saying that, I feel like this needs to be reinvestigated. And I'm deep diving in it on my podcast, The Flow Show No Filter. Check the link in my bio and my series called Surviving Clive and Diddy. I'm out. The family is even saying the pew-pew that Twitch used was Allison's pew-pew.
what? You just never know. What if she did it? What if she, you know? You never know, man. You never know. That's crazy, though. It's always something, man. Holly weird be going on. Crying hippie, what up? I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check that out, fam. Appreciate it. Let's keep it going, though, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. So much out here going on.
If there were a firmament that was getting lower to the ground as you went south beyond the Antarctic shoreline, planes would have to fly lower. That is something that would just make sense on the biblical Earth model. And when you look into what actually happens in Antarctica, you find out that, wait a minute, planes do actually fly lower. How much lower? Well, a lot lower. When you look at their elevation, it's around 11,000 feet in the Antarctic region. When you go to the Arctic, it should be exactly the same because they say we live on a globe and the south and the north are exactly the same. However, they're flying at 29,000 feet, far higher because they don't have to worry about a barrier. And it's not some barrier we're making up. There is footage of this barrier. We've shared it before. There are declassified documents that speak of it. The Encyclopedia Britannica talks about a dome-like structure being around 13,000 feet beyond the 80th south parallel. I used to think there could be another explanation for that. However, there might be some truth to those numbers given that they're flying that low in Antarctica. What do you guys think? Let us know. I think this is fascinating.
What y'all think, y'all? We under a firmament? We under that fishbowl? Huh? Or is all this just all talk and just fucking with all of us? All this just talk about we in a simulation, matrix. We under a firmament. We in a dome. The earth is flat. all this, man. Just all this. Could we just be could we just be tripping, conspiracy theorists and just tripping, or what's going on? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. What the fuck is going on? It's crazy out here. Let's keep it going, though. Let's keep it going.
4 times NASA said that the Earth was flat and non-rotating. The very first requirement for landing an aircraft is that the Earth is flat and non-rotating. This one's in the general equations of motion for a damaged asymmetric aircraft, rigid body equations of motion over a flat, non-rotating Earth. These are all on the NASA website, by the way. You don't have to search hard. There's tons of documents. I just grabbed 4 of them. Another one about aircrafts, it says this simulation assumes a vehicle with 6 degrees of freedom and aerodynamic symmetry in roll, and the missile position in space is computed relative to a flat, non-rotating Earth. This one's on how helicopters work. The helicopter equations of motion are given in body axes with respect to a flat, non-rotating Earth. If you still believe that we live on a globe,
But then they be writing it in all the little all the literature and everything. Yeah, writing it right in front of our face, but people still want to just ignore it. Like, why would they even write that and put it in there? And how?
I don't even know what to tell you. TikTok, this is for entertainment only.
Why do we avoid bottled water?
The water isn't the problem. It's the bottle. And we're beginning to realize that these bottled waters, I mean, come on, like I used to carry around bottled water all the time with me. All right. You're supposed to stay hydrated, right?
Right.
Okay. Any vacation you go to, you're getting a bottle of water in your hotel room. Turns out that now we realize that the bottled water,
The plastic. We all know the plastic all fucked up. Everybody know it.
bottles of plastic bottles are shedding microplastics into the water. So while we don't taste it, we're actually pouring plastic into our bodies. All right, little tiny particles, plastic particles. And you know how much plastic we are ingesting on average every week?
No.
A credit card's worth of plastic.
Really?
Every week we're ingesting it. Now, listen, we've known this for some years, but and I used to be asked this all the time, what's the consequence of the plastic? And I used to, just only a few years ago say, we don't really know. It seems like it's probably okay. Our body must get rid of it somehow. Now we know just in the last 24 months. So this is new. All right. I'm telling you a bunch of new stuff, that microplastics are detectable in the human body and they're associated with badness. Let me tell you, there was a study that came out of Italy with neurologists and cardiologists that looked at people with clogged blood vessels, cardiovascular disease, in the large vessels that feed their brain, and they were narrowed down. And what they found is that when they took out the clog, right? So it's kind of like calling a plumber in to clean the drain. When they cleaned the drain and removed the plaque, the clogging of the blood vessels, they found that they could detect plastic embedded in the narrowing of blood vessels that would be feeding the brain. More importantly, they found a correlation. The people who had plastics embedded in their blood vessels had a 4 times increase in having a fatal heart attack or stroke.
Whoa.
Damn.
Okay, that's serious stuff. Subsequently, we've actually discovered you can actually find plastic in the brain.
I know I got plastic all in my brain, in my body, all the bottled waters I done drunk, and I know I didn't consume some plastic and shit. There's no way around it, man. The cards are stacked against us. Like, how can we? There's no way around it. Like, we can't avoid it. Like, they throwing these motherfucking shots at us. Like, we go get hit from some angle, somehow, some way. They go hit us with the food. They go do something. Like, it's crazy out here, y'all. It's crazy. I want to go back to the old days, man. Let's go back to the old days. What happened to the fruit trees that used to be out in the streets? And like, shit done changed. It's crazy, crazy times, but we gonna make it through. We gonna make it through, man. Salute to all everybody in the building. Content management moderators, everybody. I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate the chat engagement. Appreciate those new memberships so much. Love to everybody. Always showing love, man. We're going to take it day by day, y'all. In the end, we going to win. We'll keep showing love, vibrating those high frequencies, stay around that good energy. It's crazy out here, but protect your peace. Y'all know what time it is. But I appreciate everybody. Peace and love to everybody, health and wealth. I'll see y'all real soon. It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. Peace, y'all.
Fam over.